Today we're removing the stereo from a Toyota Prius. The problem we have with this one is the CD changer is not working. We've disconnected the battery to attempt to reset the changer. Sometimes this will bring it back, other times the radio will come back and won't recognize the changer at all. But the other problem we have with this one is someone has creatively rebuilt the knob here that is broken, so we're going to have to replace the knob on this, or the control on this radio as well. But we're going to go through the steps on removing the stereo on this car. And to start with, we're going to move over to the left side of the dash. And the AC vents here, we're going to pry these vents away from the dash of the car, top and bottom. This is a little bit tough. And we've removed that. We're going to check the panel to make sure all the clips are here. We have yellow clips on all the pins, and it looks like we're missing one here, which happens to be up here in the dash that we're going to remove. And this gets put back on the panel so that it'll be ready when we put this back together. Now we're going to set this panel to the side and take our Phillips screwdriver and remove one screw at the bottom here that's been exposed for moving the AC vent assembly. We're going to remove that screw and move over here to the center of the dash and remove one more screw along the bottom. This is going to allow us to loosen the whole bottom edge of the dash. And what that does is it releases all the way up the side here on both sides. Now, we're releasing this panel forward now that we can see that there's a gap now between the next set of AC vents and so on. And what we've done is we've also separated the bottom control so the top panel comes apart. There are clips along the top of the panel here that go into the openings along the upper panel as well. Next we're going to move over to the next AC panel on the left side of the car stereo. And we're going to start with removing this AC vent along the left side. The reason for removing the previous panel is this panel here goes behind the other panel, so you have to remove that other panel. We're going to grasp the top edge and pull back on that panel, move our way down, and pull that up over the gear shift. Again, we're going to check the connectors and so on to make sure that the clips are all there. We're going to go to the connector here, or the P switch, and it has a connector that goes into it, and there's a little clip here on the connector that you push down and it releases the connector. Next we're going to move over to the right side and grasp the bottom edge of the panel and pry at the same time if possible. Open the glove box so it allows us an edge to pry against here. And we're going to pull this panel from the dash as well. Now this panel will come off and can be set aside. Check it for clips to make sure all the yellow pins are on the clips there. Now we're going to move back to our Phillips screwdriver and remove one screw here on the right. This is a Phillips screw. We have many removal guides on our website. We can be found at carstereohelp.com. Now we removed the screw on the right. We're going to move around to the left and remove the screw that's on the left side of this pocket below the car stereo. Now this is going to allow us to remove the front pocket assembly. Again, check for yellow clips to make sure none are left. And we're going to move back to our 10mm. Now we have one 10mm bolt down here on the bottom right of the pocket. This goes to the mounting bracket that holds the stereo in the pocket in place. We're going to move over to the other 10mm on the left side underneath the pocket. We're going to move up to the right side of the display and remove one 10mm bolt here. And now move over to the left side, and this is going to allow us to remove one more 10mm bolt. Now what this is going to allow us to do is remove the display panel with all the buttons on it here. We're going to pull that from the dash, it'll release. And we're going to set that up on the dash up off to the side here. This is going to give us access to 2 more 10mm bolts above the stereo. One here on the right. And one here on the left. We have, again, many removal guides on our website. Also repair, and we do repair these stereos. That's the reason for taking it out of the dash today. You can see our website for repair rates, carstereohelp.com. Now we remove the 4 mounting screws that hold the mounting bracket along with the car stereo and the pocket down below, and we're going to pull this from the dash and pull it forward. Now this is going to give access to the back of the car stereo. We're going to grasp the base of the power antenna. That releases very easily. The connector on the right has a trigger, and the connector on the left also has a trigger that we're going to push in with our finger and hopefully release the connector here. Now these connectors, they're all keyed, so they go back only to one spot, and again the trigger here is on the top, and with your thumb you can push that trigger down in to release it. Again, on the other connector here, there's a trigger here as well, and you push this trigger down into the connector and it releases a little lock and allows you to remove the stereo. This is how you remove the stereo from a Toyota Prius. See our other removal guides at carstereohelp.com. Hope this video has been helpful and hope to see your stereo in our shop. Thank you for watching.